You know, today was awesome because yesterday it was technically an off day, but it wasn't. And yesterday I was maybe just as busy yesterday as I've been since Sunday. But today was awesome because I got to do individuals with my post players today. I got to be back on the court with my post players. And today was the first day since Sunday that life felt normal for me. So that was awesome. So right now, everything is great. I got some one-on-one time with my bigs, got on the court. You know, those are the things that I love most about coaching. And so today was a good day.
What were some of the things you worked on with the bigs in practice?
Oh, the usual. We have left-handed post players, as everyone knows, so we're really trying to develop their right hand. The usual, you know, posting up big, running the floor, rebounding, usual stuff.
You got a Big 12 conference game on Sunday with Kansas State. What have you seen from the Wildcats so far? I'm thinking of men's game. I'm sorry, TCU. Too many games in my head. TCU. What do you see from the Horned Frogs?
#fail.
Not the first time.
TCU, they're coming off an emotional loss last night. I got to watch that game live versus Oklahoma. They were ahead majority of the game. They even had a lead at halftime and kind of ran out of steam in the fourth quarter. So I expect, you know, they'd be a little bit angry about that, knowing they let one get away. Amber Ramirez didn't have a great shooting night, and she's a great shooter. So I expect her to come out firing. Their bigs played really well last night against Oklahoma. So this is going to be another fun matchup, battle of the bigs. It's going to be great.
Will Caldwell be available for this game? And if not, what's her status?
I am not sure. I've not talked to our training staff as of today. As of yesterday, she was still out. Not sure about today.
What did you take away from the film of the Kansas game once you got to, you know, settle in and you know, see it a couple of times?
That these kids have a lot of fight left in them, which is awesome because there's a lot of games left to be played. That there is a lot of room for improvement. Which is awesome because you have coaches that are eager to work on things so that we can get better fundamentally as individuals and as a team.
You know, Sunday's a, you know, semi-common kind of day to play a game, but, you know, they're still kind of rare. Does it throw anything out of routine? And, you know, do you feel like you have an advantage, you know, one day more rest than the Horned Frogs?
Me personally, I know you're going to find this really hard to believe, but I literally just wake up each day and try to win that day. And I don't really give much thought to what day of the week it is or how much rest I've had or anything like that. I think all that is kind of, you allow that stuff to get in your head. Doesn't matter. At some point, everyone's going to get the same amount of rest, and it all evens out. You just play the game on the day that you're supposed to play it and keep it moving.
Coach, when we talk about the controlling the controllables and everything, traveling to TCU, is there anything different when it comes to preaching that with a road game compared to a home game?
No, because if you truly buy into controlling the controllables, then your environment doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're at home, if you're on the road. It doesn't matter because you're controlling the things that you can control. That's the whole point of it. So doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the officials are like. Doesn't matter what the crowd is like, because you're controlling only the things that you can control. And that way you keep your focus very narrow and you give your energy to the things that deserve your energy.
You mentioned earlier that this really will be a game, your bigs against the bigs. How important are you preaching aggression to your girls? We saw how well Erin went on that run in the third quarter and just being aggressive, taking the ball to the rim. With post play, the advantage always goes to the aggressor. So that's kind of our motto as bigs. And when I spell bigs, I spell it B, the number 1, G, and S, because I truly believe that our big post players collectively as a group, we have the potential to be number 1 in the conference collectively as a group. So the advantage always goes to the aggressor. So we definitely preach, be aggressive, be aggressive.
And Coach, with everything that's happened, what really, I don't feel like it would just be another win on the schedule. What would it mean with everything that's transpired to get that first win, but specifically when we're looking at TCU, what would it mean for this team to get that win?
I think getting a win for this team is going to mean validation that when you do things the right way, that things like winning happens. It's a byproduct of that. But if we don't get the win and we still play the way that we're supposed to play, then they'll still have validation and just knowing at the end of the day that they were successful simply for no other reason that they did the best that they could.
Coach, going back to controlling the controllables, is there a list of things that they can control every day that you are preaching to the girls, other than just the moniker of control what you can control? Is there like, these are the 10 things you can do every day, these are the things you can do second day, these are the things you can do on game? Is it that kind of set up? Like, how does that work for you?
You just totally stress me out. Life is so simple. Let me explain it to you. I'm going to control my attitude, I'm going to control my energy, and I'm going to control my effort. That's it. I can't control what you think about me or how you react, what you say to me or what you do. I can't control any of those things. I can only control the energy that I give to it and my response to it, my attitude about it. If you allow something to affect your energy, then it will affect the effort that you give. And the effort that you give controls your attitude about it. So if I'm giving great effort, then I have a great attitude about it, and then that increases my energy. It's like a circle. I've not done a study on this. I've not written any books on this, but this is truly how I live my life, and it's worked pretty well for me up until now. So.
Just looking at the scouting report, it looks like they have two bigs that average double digits in a guard, and then there's someone with 9, and then it really drops off after that. Does that make your job any easier knowing you know who you're going to contain going into this game?
No, because if you look at Kansas's stats, they were exactly the same. They have 3, their big 3, and then there was a huge drop off. But you look at the box score, and their big 3 did what they were supposed to do. So you still have to stop them. So no, it doesn't make our job any easier. But I do like the matchup inside our bigs versus their bigs. I really like that.
And then just going back to what you were talking about with practice, are you kind of more of a CEO overlooking the practice now, or when it's practice time, is it like 3 assistant coaches working with their respective players? We tried that the first practice, and I was like, no, I'm still going to work with my bigs in practice and do my thing, and it just wasn't working out, and that's one area where I've had to kind of sacrifice and give up a few things. So yeah, sure, CEO, as you put it. But I have to be more involved with what's going on both ends of the courts with the guards as well as the post players. So Brandy's taking over the post responsibilities, and then Swoops has the guards. That's how we've managed that.